Joey. Welcome on. Homebrew Lou. For anyone watching on the replay, I'm going to say this now. I want you to know, as far as food and all the other things, the ways that I tried to get under your skin, I'm going to take a darn good guess and say that most of you didn't realize that my real life was in jeopardy. And take a guess on that. I'm also going to hope that that's how it is. Either way. But I do care about all of you, and I fought very hard to keep that personal. But everybody wants a talking head. They want a show. And so I guess I'm going to give it to them. And that's how it's going to be, and that's fine. I legitimately care about you guys, and so whatever I do moving forward, I'm going to do my best to just maybe leave hints here and there, or I don't know, anything I can do to help. But there can be no inside men on my life, or women, because it's just everybody wants what I have, and they want something to do with the platform, and I've been willing to break it down again and again, for people's sake, and I guess it's mine for a reason. And that's not pride, it's confidence. And I've had my confidence betrayed very heavily. And I guess that's okay. I guess that's how it's going to be. But what I want to say to you guys is that what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't until too late that it registered that you were all taking me seriously, or that people had been taking me seriously. Most people had said to me that they're not taking me seriously. And, well, that was a bluff. And I find out the hard way. I mostly take people on their word. So, I guess I'm taken pretty seriously, even though I am, rather naive. I'm smart at the same time, but I'm taken seriously. So, I guess I have to take this seriously. And that's how it's going to go. As far as clothes go, I think my 5 minutes of explaining are up. So, I got new clothes, and I got like 2 pairs of clothes. That's it. I want you guys to know that when I share with you that I'm getting clothes or this or that I know in the past I was boastful, and I was angry, and I was prideful. It was mostly an act. I was not being myself. People said I couldn't act, I couldn't have a career, and then continued to destroy my life. So I just got really pissed, and I got so sick of how I was being treated. And then on top of that, I wanted to help other people, and they just continually, said, well, you're not worth it. You can't even help us with what we want help with, or whatever. I don't know. So, like I said, I just let it go and move on. And as far as this goes, I have 1 or 2 pairs of clothes. I'm not telling you for the sake of ego or I feel so special. It is that I've had 1 pair of clothing, and I'm happy to have more than 1 pair of clothing, and I want to share that with you, and hopefully some of you find value in the little victories. So, here's the thing, and when there's people that come into my broadcast that are very, very controlling and have spent time going into the DMs of my fan base to try and get them to stop following me, that's a level of manipulation and control that I just cannot fathom. So I just move on from that. I'm not inviting that at all. Hayes, welcome on. Give me 1 second. Kate? Is that you, babe? Kate? Oh, is that you? Okay, come on in. I was wondering what that... Oh my god, you gave me a heart attack. Just because of past stuff, you gave me a freaking heart attack. Are you okay? Yeah. Couldn't get the door?
I thought it was, the bolt.
No, I left it off because I'm live. Oh, man. I'm getting a lot better, but for any of you that don't know, in the past, people would make false calls to the police just to try and get me swatted. And I mean non-stop for years it went on, and nothing was done. I've learned to just let it go, and now I'm private about my location and whatnot. But every now and again, when there's a knock at that door, my heart jumps. But I'm getting better with it. So I have this blue shirt, which is good, and then I have an orange pair of pants. I'm gonna post a photo with my new clothes. Whether or not Kate poses for a shot for you guys or not is up to her. I don't know if she's going to or not. Sheps, welcome on. Dude, welcome on. So I don't know if she'll go for that or not, but I will show you the clothes that I got a little later. On the subject of food, that is another place where, Maggie May, welcome on. Internet can be a scary place. Let's leave it there, yeah. Internet can be a scary place. Yep, it can be. Food. Aviator, welcome on. As far as food goes, guys, like I said, a lot of the things that I said that pissed you off, the only reason I tried to piss you off was because I was so sick of how I was treated. I was crying out for help. I was trying to let you guys know that I really was trapped and in danger, and that crap was bad. Like I said, Kate and I worked things out. She was absolutely terrified and attacking me because she didn't know better. She didn't know what the hell was going on. And I didn't even know what she was doing because when it comes to manipulation, contrary to popular belief, I'm very naive. I'm the one that doesn't know that stuff. And Kate has been teaching me about it to understand so that it can't be done to me again. But I'm not that way. And any ways that you've seen me do it have been mimicry. It's been in return of shots that are taken at me, not necessarily realizing the damage it's done. Which is even worse, though, because a lot of people who do it, they know exactly what they're doing. And that's kind of spooky. But I'm not on board for that. Like I said, regardless of how the world works, I'm saying simplicity is key. And I mean, manipulating each other to have such a heavy heart is just not worth it. Personal opinion. Anyway. People wonder how I stay on my game and how I keep coming back down. That's how, is don't have a heavy heart, don't get wrapped in the drama, and don't keep on it. And I've been fighting away from the drama for years. I just didn't know there were people in my immediate life who were facilitators of that. And I didn't know that I was doing that too. I didn't know the ways that I was being. And as I figured them out, I stepped back from that. And so, like I said, but the hardest part is sometimes moving on from those ways includes moving on from people who have those ways, because gossip can be a very addictive drug, and control and things like that can be a very addictive drug. And they were ones that I was on, and I didn't necessarily see that, or at least it was something that I didn't believe I could have, because I'm me. I didn't really think that I could affect other people so much. Hayes says, if people put more effort into positive things, the world will be a better place. Well, we are. I am. I do. And I invite you to do that with me. As far as healthy food goes, the reason I'm explaining to you that being prideful about the healthy food, like I said, it was a self-defense. I was angry at how I was treated. My goal was never to throw it in your face and say, ha, ha, ha. I care about you guys, but I care about myself. And, first and foremost, I care about myself. I care about Kate. And healthy food is really important. And the reason I'm telling you that is because I know that society might paint it like it's a lot more expensive to eat organic. But those are viewpoints that are very, very much sold by certain parts of the public in certain industries. And I'm not looking to fight against those industries because I think, like I said, I don't need the trouble. I know there are people out there who, in real life, they get killed just over talking out against the food industry. They have they could fight for BLM, they could fight for whatever they want, but there's certain industries that most people just don't touch. And it usually has to do with, they're dangerous industries to stand against, I guess you might say. And so I don't stand against the traditional food industry. I mean, I love my Wendy's. I love a good chicken patty. At the same time as to care about my body is we're going on to organic food. And why I'm telling you that is organic food pretty much costs the same. I'm just saying. So don't think that I'm being haughty-toddy. Don't think that I think I'm better than you, because I don't. And the attitude I had with you before was because I was pissed. I'm not like that. I'm not throwing it in your face. It's my lifestyle. It's how I'm going to eat. If I was at your table, I'd eat your food, and I'd be happy with it. I'd probably enjoy it more than the food I'm going to put in my own belly. So, I'm doing it for health, and I want you to know that not only do I not judge you for how you eat, but I would happily eat your way too. Everybody wants people to pick a side. I like a full plate. And if some of it on the plate is organic and some of it's not, some of it's healthy, some of it's not, it's good, and I'm still alive at the end of the day. If it means good friends and good family, I'm up for it. Now, in my own personal home is going to be all organic. That's how I live. Don't judge me or feel judged based on how I live. It's my lifestyle and my choices. And I'm not judging you for how you eat in your home. And if you're creating that comparison, that's your own insecurity. I'm not comparing myself, and I would love to eat the food in your fridge too. I think we all know that, as I love food. So, and if you came over to my house, if there was something you prefer, and I knew ahead of time you were coming, we would get something else. So, it's much more a cultural thing when it comes to the social life, and a very personal thing when it comes to why we eat that way ourselves. But it's pretty much the same cost is to eat that way. Connection keeps cutting out. Actually, it's not, and I had you flagged already. But thanks for coming in ahead of time. Yeah. Ray of Sunshine, welcome on. If people want healthy food is expensive, but if there's an option, everybody should take it. Yeah, here's the thing. It's expensive if we buy like pre-made. If we buy pre-made, or we're trying to do like gourmet meals or 6, 7, 8 ingredients in a meal. But keeping it simple, we're going to have things like banana pops, which is chia seeds, banana, peanut butter, simple stuff, right? We have that simple, and then a couple other things that we have picked out. So it's going to be cheap to eat that way, but I wouldn't recommend eating the way that we're about to eat. We're not going to keep up this exact diet. We're going to continue to expand our diet, but just getting on the organic food is where we want to start. So, but eating organic food, it's not that hard to do, but it does require a bit of thinking, and you don't have to do it. So, like I said, it's much more a personal thing than a social thing. Stack Silver, welcome on. Be careful what you assume. It's a very vague term. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Now, I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to the organic side of it, because a couple of months ago, I was dealing with some really heavy stuff that was being put on me, and I was fighting desperately to figure out what the hell was going on. And God works in some really mysterious ways sometimes, and in that bout of panic and fear, and I mean, it was hell. I was scrambling to find a solution, to figure out what was going on, because I knew I wasn't ill. And in the midst of that, we had done research like we were like mad scientists with this, just trying to figure out, what could work. And we found a lot of really good, healthy food that we'll use in our own life. So, try and take the good from everything. It was scary, and it wasn't a positive experience for anybody, regardless. But there was a lot of beautiful good that came out of it and came through it. And it's no excuse for how things went. But if you were on our side, you would understand that as terrible and as scary as it looked, believe it or not, majoritatively, it was an overall positive outcome. It was not a positive experience. But Caitlin and I have reverse engineered what was put in front of us and said, okay, how do we take what we have here and bring it into our family while cutting out the negative and the scary stuff that we went through and that we did to each other? And we have, and we've come to a really good place. Shade says, sometimes there's just no replacing a good cheeseburger. I am 100% in agreement with that. Love a good cheeseburger. Who is judging you over organic food, though? I've just, people in the past were, and it's not judging me, but this is my point. I'm not insecure. This is not insecurity that I'm showing. It is me trying to be very careful not to offend anyone. Because in the past I talked about my organic diet and we were going on healthy food, and people felt very offended. Like I was telling them how they had to eat and how they had to live. And there were certain people that I did, because we got into a bad place, and I was like, hey, you know what? You're judging me for my choices. Well, how about how you take care of your body? And like I said, it was toxic. It was just toxic from all sides. It's not my place. It's not their place. We got into it in a way that a lot of people with me, we got into it in ways that were not healthy for anyone. Kyla Coop, welcome on. Been here before. Welcome back. Once you get extra money, you should look into buying a half or quarter of beef or pork from the FFA or 4-H high school student. It ends up being cheaper than store-bought, and you know exactly where it comes from. They raise the animal, show it, then sell it for meat. Oh, wow. I'll screenshot that. Thank you. I think that worked. Did it work? Yes. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for stopping in, everyone. I hope this was productive for you as much as it was for me. Like I said, I got a new shirt, got some new pants. I will share with you. I got another pair of shorts and a shirt and a pair of boots, 2 pairs of boots, which I'm very happy about. One of them came from Salvation Army, which is good because they're like winter boots, and we still have to get Kate winter boots. We have to work that out. We're also planning for fall, planning to get like a wreath and gourds and have holidays and have a normal life. It's hard to believe. But when you have that hunch in your gut, I know we're safe. I know we're safe.